Team Elite, and happy August. I know July was an amazing month, and congratulations to everyone who really persevered through these summer months. I know the distractions are great. We have our kids at home, we have summer sports, we have vacations, we have barbecues, you name it. But congratulations for getting through those summer months. I know some of you are still on summertime, but for a lot of us, our kids are going back to school. If not already, they're going back next week. So what that means is that a lot of those summer distractions are now going away. So now it's time to really refocus and really decide what it is that you want for the last quarter of the year. Now, I know that we're coming up here on to, we're still in the summer months. We're not actually in the last quarter of the year, but this is my 20th year working August. This is my 20th August in my career, and based upon all those years learning trial and error, call it the University of School of Hard Knocks, right? It's what I can tell you is that setting up August, really refocusing yourself, and I always use August as my refocus period. This is when I look at how the first half of the year went, including the summer months, and seeing what I want to adjust and where I want to go and where I want the year to end up. Because here's what happens. The fall, we call it the fall harvest for a reason. The fall harvest, that's when a lot of people decide to make a change where they really want to build a business. They really want to look better. They really want to feel better, because they're already starting to think about their New Year's resolutions coming up in January. They're already dissatisfied with how their year has gone, with how 2015 has gone. So this is kind of like your pre-fall, if you want to call it that. Kind of like the NFL has their preseason. This is kind of our preseason. But you need to take it just as seriously as they do in the NFL. They're training hard. Well, here, not only are we going to hit the ground running for August, this is our preseason leading into the fall. But that doesn't mean just sit back and get organized and sharpen your pencils and make sure your clocks are running on time. This is where you focus yourself, identify what you want for the end of the year, look at your list, and you should be adding to your list every day. And it doesn't always need to be your best friend or your neighbor. Think about the people who have texted you lately, or the last people who have sent you emails, or the last people who tried to call you, or the people you've run into in the grocery store, the people around your neighborhood, the people that you see in and around your day, in and around while you're traveling. I know a lot of people have success when they're on vacation, just getting to talk to people, and they build up those new friendships. So constantly add to your list, revisit your list, go back to those people who never gave you a decisive answer, because we all have them, and I'm speaking from experience. I have the same thing. I'm going back through my list, and I'm going back to the people who, the timing was just a little bit off, and maybe they did tell me no, but they didn't tell me no because they never want to do anything with me ever. They didn't tell me no because they never wanted to they're not interested in anti-aging or youth enhancement. They just told me no because the timing was just a little bit off. Well, this time of year is a great time to catch people. Kids, like I said, going back to school, vacations are coming to a close. People are now ready to get back to work and get refocused. So that's what we need to use August for, is a refocus and advancing period. So we need to really do a gut check with ourselves. Where do you want to end up here for 2015? Because remember, that's going to be your platform for 2016. Every single week leads into the next week. Every month leads into the next month. It sets it up. Every season sets up the next season. Every year sets up the next year. And it works that way for a reason. So it grows upon one another, if you do it right. And what I mean by doing it right is exactly what I'm talking about now. Refocus yourself. Make sure you're crystal clear with your goals. Okay, not a wish, right? A wish is just a goal not written down and not focused on. We don't want to wish, right? We're not wishing on a shooting star. We need to take this seriously. write your goal down, hold yourself accountable, but let the person that you're working with, or the people, the team that you're working with, you know, Team Elite, we have a great success team, a great track record. Rely on others to help hold you accountable, because it's very easy to get ourselves off track. It doesn't take a bunch of excuses for us not to get focused, to not go through our list. You know, right now I'm heading down to LA for a meeting to meet with a new prospect who's already seen all the videos, has already been demoed, and you know, it would be easy for me to say, you know what, I didn't want to revisit the third part of my list today, because I had to take Taylor and Danielle to school for their volleyball registration. I had to take Taylor to the doctor, and then I had to, you know, have this meeting. So you can always come up with excuses, but here's what I did, because I'm refocusing myself. I woke up an hour earlier. So I woke up at 5:30 this morning. I know that sounds early for a lot of people, but it depends on how serious you are and what you want to accomplish, right? My goals might be bigger than yours, and yours might be bigger than mine. But I woke up earlier to make sure that I wouldn't have the excuse of, oh, I ran out of time, I didn't have time. And that all comes with setting your goal, being crystal clear on what you want, why you want it, and it also comes with the fact of getting organized that night before. So get organized that night before of what you want to accomplish that next day. Guys, I know I've probably thrown a lot at you here in just this last couple minutes, but that's really, use August, refocus yourself, go back to your list, go back to the people you've sent out videos to. We all have loose ends out there, guys. We all do. I'm myself included. I'm not ostracizing myself from this. I'm included. We all have loose ends. We all have people that we didn't follow up with enough, or didn't follow up with at all. There's also people that we really wanted to work with, and we really thought they'd be great at this, and for some reason the timing just wasn't quite right. Now's the time to revisit those people and say, hey, you know what, my business is growing great, the products are amazing, they're working for everybody, I'm really looking to expand my business in your area, and I would really love for you to partner up with me, even if it's on a super part-time basis. I have an incredible partnership going on here with my team, and we're willing to help you, either on a super part-time basis, or if you're looking at even full-time. But I'm looking to expand my business, and I would love the opportunity to work with you. Whatever that looks like to you, however you could fit it into your lifestyle, I would love for you to give this a shot. What do you say? When can we meet? When can I send you out the videos? Right? So make sure that you do those re-follow-ups, and at the same time keep adding new people to your list. It's all about speed and exposure. That's why we have our J Mobile. That's why we have the J Social. Hopefully you're tuning into the Google Hangouts on Saturdays. They're all recorded, but take advantage of the entire environment, and that's a whole nother training in itself. But make sure you're plugging in, make sure you're plugging into all the live events, working an event to an event, because it's all about exposure. It's not a matter of if people say yes or no. It's a matter if we're doing our job as far as exposing people. And how do we expose people is through those videos, right? Through demoing. And how to get people to expose? Well, you make your list, and then as soon as you have somebody who's interested, then guess what they do? They make their list too, and it might be 10 people, it might be 200 people. I know my mentors always told me to have everyone put a list of 200 people together, which is great. That's phenomenal. People will do that for you, but at least get them started with a handful of names, so you can start plugging into their sphere of influence. Because what that does is that expands your center of influence. So don't look at everyone who says yes to you, whether it's a customer or they want to come in and partner up with you. Look at imagine a sign on their forehead saying, "Who are you going to bring me to?" Right? They're in. That's great. Make sure they're a satisfied customer. Make sure you're following up with them on day 1, day 3, day 5, day 7, week 2, week 3, week 4, making sure they're getting their product results, right? They're getting locked in. But don't forget that one of the most important steps is, who do you know who would be interested in anti-aging? Who do you know is interested in youth enhancement? Who do you know who's interested in earning a few hundred extra dollars a month? Who do you know who'd be interested in making a few $1,000s extra a month? Who do you know who'd be interested in working with and partnering up with my partners who are self-made millionaires doing exactly just this? Who do you know? It's a simple question. The worst thing they could say is, I don't know anybody, which we all know that that's not true at all. So get into their sphere of influence as fast as possible. That's the fastest way you're ever going to grow your business. Get out of your comfort zone. I remember when my mentor first gave me this training, I was so uncomfortable. I was so nervous. And then I came to a realization, what's the absolute worst thing that could happen? I get a no. That's not going to kill me, right? It's not like I'm performing brain surgery, right? So no lives are going to be lost. No one's going to get injured. No one's going to get hurt. You might get a no, and that's the worst case scenario. Think of the upside. The upside is huge. Yeah, I was examining, kind of reflecting upon my lifestyle here this week, getting kind of refocused. And, I have my two beautiful daughters, 16 and 14. Taylor's driving now. They're both playing volleyball. We have a great lifestyle here in Southern California. We had a great holiday this summer, went on a great vacation, and it's a great lifestyle. I've worked at home now for 20 years. I'm going in and out of traffic now, and I think, my gosh, these people do this every single day. I haven't had to do this for 20 years. I choose to do it when I choose to meet with somebody, or when I have to go to the airport, or I get to go to the airport to go travel somewhere and get to go on new experiences. But I don't have to do this every single day like most of the population. So we are very lucky to be able to have this opportunity to turn it into whatever it is that we want to have it turned into. The bills show up, you can pay them. You want to go travel somewhere, you go. I mean, our vacation here this summer was a very spare of the moment. My parents came, both obviously Taylor and Danielle and myself, and we had a phenomenal time, and it was a spare of the moment, pick up and go vacation. So thanks to Janess, I was able to do that. Thanks to Janess, I was able to buy Taylor a brand new car for her 16th birthday. I never thought, that could happen. I didn't see that as being a realistic goal. I never thought I'd buy my child a brand new car. I thought I'd get her a used car. But you know what? Janess is so fantastic. I went ahead and bought her a new car, felt great about it. She was absolutely thrilled. And yes, I think she's a little spoiled for getting a brand new car. I never got a brand new car. But anyway, that's besides the point. So my point is, you can make Janess be whatever it is you want to be, but take advantage of these little nuggets, these little pearls of wisdom that it's not coming from me. I'm just the messenger. This is what's been taught to me. So take these words of wisdom, please. Use this month as I've already laid out. I'm not going to repeat myself again, but that's really what August is for. And make sure you're using the three-way calls. Make sure you're approaching people. It's all about doing the basics every single day. Getting the videos out, following up, getting the demos out, following up. Use your three-way calling. Get your upline on the phone and let them help you, right? We're all here to help each other. We're one big team, right? So guys, with that, thank you so much for an amazing summer, amazing June. I can't wait to see a lot of you in Singapore. It's going to be an amazing time. Singapore is one of those countries that's on my bucket list to go to, and I can't believe I get to go for free thanks to Janess. So with that, I will see most of you, hopefully a lot of you, here next month, and then we'll see each other all in Orlando in November. In between, work the events in between, event to event, exposure, exposure, exposure. Work your list, work their lists as people come in, and you'll be surprised at how fast it grows. If you do this, if you have 4 months of increase, I'm not talking about huge increases, I'm just talking about increase. Just going up in volume, month over month over month over month, 4 months in a row, you will have a self-sufficient business, full momentum, that you won't be able to stop it even if you tried. So keep that in mind when you're having a tough day. Keep that in mind when you're not feeling comfortable about approaching someone. You're a little nervous, right? You think, oh gosh, that person will probably say no to me. This person's too good for me. This person's out of my league. We all have those. I have those people on my list, and I think, gosh, they've been more successful than I've been in this industry. But you know what? You get over it because you have your goals in mind, and the worst case scenario, they say no. best case scenario, you have a brand new partner and a great person that you can become friends with and build a lifetime friendship with and relationship with. So with that, guys, feel free, please give me a call if you ever need anything. 805-797-7199. Talk to you soon.